assist too. So that one string, now I have 4 positions on. Right? Right?
This is the most ridiculous bass. When I was a teenager, I was kind of obsessed with this bassist named Michael Manring. He played this insane instrument where it had a 3-octave fretless neck, Hipshot tuners on every single string so he could change the tuning of each individual string while he was playing and stay in tune in, different pitches. And then he had this mechanical bridge which had these switches or toggles that allowed him to change the tuning of all 4 strings or sets of 2 strings at a time. It's really out there. It's called the Zon Michael Manring Hyperbass, and it's an instrument that's kind of like from another planet. Well, I never got to see him in person, so we flew him out here to my home in 2016, and he performed a concert in my dining room. And we did produce a video about this Hyperbass instrument back then, and the video is actually pretty popular. But I didn't have the right gear or enough space in this tiny little bedroom studio to do what I had hoped. Well, fast forward to 2022, and we had Michael come out here again for another concert, but at a proper venue, not in my dining room. And I also had him here in the studio, and we filmed, 90 minutes, maybe more, 2 hours of footage, just talking about music and bass and gear and that kind of thing. So I want to release, clips or excerpts from this conversation. And the one I'm most excited to share with you today is about the mechanics of the Hyperbass. So I actually get to zoom in and show real up close what's going on with that crazy mechanical bridge and show how he configures his Hipshot tuners and everything on the headstock. So I hope you enjoy this video, especially if you're into sort of extraordinary musicians doing really strange things with gear that's, from another planet. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else or have any particular questions, and I'll do my best to address them in future videos. Thanks.
So I apologize, this bridge is so beat up. This bass has been around for 30 years now, and it has gone with me all over the world, and I guess I'm as beat up as it is, or it's as beat up as I am. But it's a little strange. Each string has kind of its own separate mechanism. The strings are pretty strongly
Tightly strung?
The tension is relatively loose on them, actually, for what they're supposed to be, but they're kind of in there pretty tight, so they won't move too much. And then each string is sitting on a kind of a little platform, a little tray. And underneath this bridge, I don't think you can see it. You might be able to see if I do this.
Okay, do that again.
So this is the flat side of the cam, and that's the round side of the cam, right? So you can just see that.
Yep.
The light glinting off that. And this is the forward cam here, and this is the backward cam, the cam in the back of the bridge. And that you can't see because it's covered up here. And these set screws rest on various parts of the bridge, on either the cams or a platform here. And this first one determines the back pressure of a spring to help push back the platform on which the string sits. And these other two are used for fine tuning where the string goes to. So
could you point to those set screws again?
Yeah. So this first set screw here, those set the back pressure. So there's a spring underneath, I don't know if you can see it, right in there, that pushes back on these platforms. Let me move it so you can see. So the platforms are moving up and down like that. And so it's helpful to have the back pressure so that when you're going back up like this, you're not fighting the whole tension of the instrument. Yeah. And you want to be able to set that back pressure so it's not too strong.
How much configuration do you do of this, or did you do it once 20 years ago and never touched it again?
Of the back pressure?
Yeah, all the springs and the set screws and all of that.
The back pressure screws are pretty much where I want them. Once in a while I'll set them, but those there's kind of a Goldilocks point for where you want those to be. And then 2 sets of set screws here. This one, the first one, the one in the middle, I should say, sets the lowest tuning that I go to. And then the ones in the back set the middle tuning. So this is the high tuning now. And then if I do this and this, I'm dropping down to the medium tuning. And if I do this and this, I'm dropping down to the low tuning.
Could we hear the
Yeah, sure.
the 3 different tunings?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit confusing because, well, I'll tell you why as I go. But with this lever back here, this is the high tuning, and there's no change in sound with this. So I'm going to have the choice to drop down high to medium or high to low, and this is going to change now. So if I go down high to low, this is just dropping everything down a whole step. It's not, I have to kind of recalibrate it, but yeah. Just so it sounds a little less ugly. Yeah, that's pretty close. So that's just dropping everything down a whole step. This is B flat F, B flat F. This is A flat, E flat, A flat, E flat. And it can be whatever you want. I can change those to all different kinds of configurations using this set screw, the set of set screws in the middle. But if I just want to go to the medium tuning, then I put that lever there, and then I'm going high to medium, high to medium. But in this case, I didn't want to change these 2 strings. So I set the medium tuning so that these 2 won't change. So no change. It's just the 2 low strings that I'm going to change here. So dropping these 2 down a whole step, but leaving these the same. So this is B flat F, B flat F, and this is A flat, E flat, B flat F. Right? So this is fifths all across, and this is 2 parallel stacked fifths. And then this is down fifths. So this is very simple.
Who designed this?
This was made by a German guy. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his name. And he sold us this bridge for really a very reasonable price, but he said, I will not make you another one regardless of how much you pay me. Because I guess it was really a pain in the neck. So we've been making them ourselves. And he said, that's fine. Just go ahead and use the design.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
But yeah, I change it to different configurations. It takes time. In fact, there's a piece called Tetrahedron on Small Moments where I use a different configuration on the bridge. I could set up for it if you want to see. But yeah, it can be changed, but it takes a few minutes. That's more, change in a break. Take maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I'm trying to figure out how to.
It seems like I thought it would take much longer than that.
No. Once the strings are set or settled, then it's really not that bad. Yeah, that's pretty close actually.
I love that piece.
Oh, thank you.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, that's it. I could maybe do that in
That was it?
songs. Yeah.
What did you do?
So now.
You just tightened or loosened the set screw?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So now instead of this was going B flat to A flat, now it's going D flat to C, or C sharp to C. This is part with that is these are actually 3-position.
What does that mean?
So, here, I'll show you that. And this is actually harder than doing the bridge. So now, I'm just using 2 positions. I'm going to add the 3rd position by doing this, which is really tricky because it's this tiny little set screw in here, and my eyes are getting so bad. But that's it right there. Let me see if I've got it right. So then, now it has 3 positions. Right? And then I have this too. So that one string, now I have 4 positions on. Right? Right?
This is the most ridiculous bass. So are you configured to perform the whole piece or is there more to do?
There's more I'd have to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many, do you do 3 steps on all the?
No, not for this. I'm ashamed of myself. No. No, I do 2 on these 3, but it's a lot of tuning changes.
Oh my goodness.
On that. I think that has more tuning changes than anything else I've ever written.
More than Enormous Room or Celine, huh?
I think so, yeah. I mean, because I'm doing so much of this. It's nice because that's, instead of parallel fifths, that's, the parallel thirds changing their quality, major and minor quality. U-tonal and O-tonal quality. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't think the universe can take any more of that. It's so much.
It's funny because I feel like it's so little, I'm doing so little with this.
What is more?